Topic is something I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, have I ever really discussed the veteran weapons yet? Because that's like my current endeavor in the game is to get the Baldur Brigandia. And for those that have watched me play on Twitch and stuff, they'll see me trying to get the Baldur Brigandia, and I had the whole veterans video and all that stuff. So let's actually have a discussion about veteran weapons. So veteran weapons are also known as the 113s. So, like, in terms of weapons, like, if I say a 105, that means Ichimonji Sarai, Hyo Tengu, Inti Raimi, that weapon tier. And then if I say the 108, well, I'm always referring to... I'll never say 108. I'll either say Cross or Severance. So, even though they're both level 108 weapons, I'll always say Cross or Severance. A 110 weapon, that's a Gargoyle hard weapon. We don't make those. Like, you don't touch those. Same thing with the Dragon Arc cards. You don't use any intermediates. Hey, Rinji. And then I'll say 115 a lot. And 115 just means the 3 gargoyle weapons, the ice, fire, and lightning ones. So Levin, Sleet, and Levin. No, it's Storm, Rime, and Nova. Those are the code names for them. And those are the 115s. There's a 116 weapon, which is, a moon-identified weapon. They have holy on them. Then the 117s have fire and a massive amount of attack. Then after that, you have 118, which is the L weapon. And then you have the 120 weapon, which is the L Sin. But I'm not going to call it the 120 weapon. Anyway, that's just the moral of the story. And when I say 115s, Dragon Arcs are included in that as well. So, what are the 113s? So, waiting for energy to come back. Well, that's awesome, Rinji. That's great. You got to get them. So, the 113s, they're the veteran weapons, and they're a lot of RNG, especially on PS4. So, I have a bunch of them in my inventory here. I'm surprised I didn't take them out, but I got one last night, the Phantom Bloodsucker. It's a staff, level 113, gives you Dark Element, 35% extra SP, which is huge, which puts me almost at cap. 20 dex, 5 wisdom, 5 mind, SP reduction, and some skill force for your staff skills, stuff like that. So basically, they all have that, by the way. All the 113s have, if your health is, they all give you 10% more skill force, and if you have high health, they give you 20 more. So they all come with an innate 30 skill force attached, as long as you're at high health. So, for the gargoyles, you want to be low health, but for the 113s, it's okay being high health. Sort of like how the Dayton Rue, you have to be high health for it, and stuff like that. So, there's a Phantom Bloodsucker, there's a Nebula Disruptor, which is the bow. Bow is a ice and rain weapon, but it's completely outclassed by the Nova. And all the weapons are, like, not all of them, but 90% of the veterans are going to be outmatched and outclassed by the 115s. It's expected. They are a different level of tier, and gargoyles are just the better weapon in most cases, but not all. For bow, I'm going to say that just getting a rhyme is way better than the Nebula, because the Nebula only has 20 ice and 20 rain. Although it does come with 12 dex, which is extra attack, it's a lot of affinity. It just does not compare to the rhyme. Although there is a 2-level difference, it's not that big, but it is what it is. But it comes with extra SP reduction, some skill force, and that's it. It's pretty cool. What else is there? I have a bunch of crap weapons here because I was identifying last night. My god. Where'd they all go? So there is the Twin Sword, the Rising Crossbolt. I think the Rising Crossbolt is a good weapon. And that's mostly because its element does not overlap with anything until you get to the 116 or the L, Sin, or L. And the Rising Crossbolt is 25 Slice, 25 Holy, so a physical element on it, really good to have. And it has 28% HP, that is huge. I gain 4,000 HP if I equip it. Has SP reduction, 20 dex for attack, and that extra skill force. I think the Rising Crossbolt is a great weapon. I really do. But I'd have to see a comparison between someone who built up the 116 and just did pure Sunlight Strike with it, as compared to the Rising Crossbolt. Hey G-Bach. How's it hanging, people? So Rising Crossbow, I think is pretty cool. I'm trying to build mine up actually. I want to get it to 100 and use it offhand. But they do look awesome. That is another thing. They look very, very awesome. All the 113s are like the 105 weapons. So like Brigandia, Galardia, all that stuff. It's basically them, but better. It's like the Super Saiyan version of those weapons, more or less. Could anyone spare me? No. No, we don't have trading. You ain't getting none of that. I have to favorite this artisan sword. Yeah, okay. So then there's the axe, which is the Rending Moon Crimson Hanya. This one is a very good axe to have because it has the dark element. So it has an element not shared by the gargoyles. And this thing doesn't have just 20 dark or 30 dark. It has 52 dark. It puts the bow to shame. The bow should have literally had 40 in each element, and it would have been amazing. It should, like, literally, the bow, like, the nebula should have had... Like, the nebula used to have impact element. Like, the disruptor itself, it had impact for Amaya's punishment. And then you get the new one, and it's just ice rain, and it makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. So, I don't know what happened with that. It should have literally had impact and holy, and just been the Amaya's punishment weapon of choice, but it wasn't. But the Rending Moon Crimson Hanya, 20 power, so I gained 5,000 attack just equipping the... No, I gained 5,000 HP just equipping it. It's huge. Even more HP than the friggin' Crossbow. Yeah, just because of that 20 power it gives you, and 30% HP. Holy shit, Axe, calm down. So 30% HP, 20 power, 52 dark, and if remaining HP 70 or more, 20 SP reduction. So you have to have high HP to get that SP reduction, and then it comes with the extra skill force. So the Crimson Moon's really good. Crimson Hanya, I should say. What you want to do with this is what I have here. You just put on 3 skill cards, like rank 7s, and you just skill change it till you get Collapsing Blade 7, and then you're done. Whatever skills are on it is on it, and you just bring that Collapsing Blade with that 52 dark, and you just go to town and kill things. That's literally what you do. So it's a very good weapon. This one's very good to have one. I actually have 2 of them, because I'll get to that in a minute, but I have 2 of them. And then the Skyrending Sword, which is the Odachi, which is literally, in my opinion, the best Odachi, like, in the game. Like, this sword, even though it has, like, fire on it, it is better, in my opinion, than the Nova for Odachi. Now, some might say, well, Odachi's Nova has Fierce Slash and all that stuff with the Tornado, and that's fine. You can go use it for wind. But the Skyrending Sword, in my opinion, is the best 113 weapon out of all classes. The Skyrending Sword, like, I put skill cards on this because if I ever want to play with any Odachi, it's going to be this thing. Like, back in the day, I used to say, if my first veteran is a Skyrending Sword, I'm going Odachi, and I'm going to love it. But the Skyrending Sword, 113, this thing is crazy. It has 51 holy, 58 slice, and 40 fire. Like, that's crazy. And it has SP reduction, and then the skill force, the extra 30 skill force for high HP. But 58 slice and 51 holy, that's ridiculous, man. Blue Moon Blade is not the best. This makes the Blue Moon Blade pale in comparison, and it's a bigger sword. But, like, the skills on Odachi, like, Sacred Strike is Slice and Holy. Holy Empty Sky Slash is Slice and Holy. And Tsubame Gashi is 100% Slice, and they all have 1800 skill force. I'm going to equip this one and just show you, like, how the skills work on it. So, equipped with this thing, like, this might be Impact. I could have been wrong. Sacred Strike is Slice Holy. Holy Empty Sky Slash, Slice Holy. Tsubame Gashi, 100% Slice. 1800 skill force, huge. 1800 skill force, huge. And 655 huge, but it hits 3 times, so that's like almost 1900 skill force, if you want to consider it like that. Like, it's kind of crazy, man. So, like, with this thing equipped, and note that I have Vanguard accessories that give me extra Slice and Holy, which just coupled together is amazing. Like, if I go to my status screen, my crit is a little low, but status screen, we have 120 Slice right now. 120 Slice. And then 71 Holy and 40 Fire. Like, that's crazy. And my mags give me lightning and wind and negative bout, negative ice, but that's just because I'm spear. And that's crazy. Like, it's just, oh, such a good weapon. Such a good weapon. And literally, for the Ogies, it's up to you if you want to put on, I wouldn't recommend Crimson Flame Blast Smash. That's a horrible thing to do. But if you want to use that fire, like, I'd sooner use it as a holy sword. I wouldn't even touch the fire on it. Like, I don't have Blazing Swing or anything like that. Blazing Swing is a good option. I almost considered it over Sacred Strike. But how the skill cards fell and how I don't want to waste my good skill cards on it, this is how it is for me. I think what you should do is put double Enma Slash on it, which is the Slice Holy. It's an awesome Ogi. I think I'm going to look at the skill force on it. I love that thing. Like, every time I look at this sword, I love it. I want to talk about it all day, and I know I'm not supposed to. But, like, I literally do. Like, skill card set 2. Use. So there's Shining Enma Slash. It's Shining Enma Slash, I'm sorry. Which is Slice and Holy. It's such a good move. It's such a quick move. It's like the only thing I use on Luna. And it's just like boom, boom. It's, oh my god, it's such a good Ogi to put on it. Oh my god. I wouldn't put... You don't put Crimson, that's for sure. You don't put Dark Tornado. What is this? Inferno? Does it get Inferno Crave? It gets the Sun Searing Flame. I don't know how good of a move that is because I'm not Odachi, but it could be fun. And then skill card set 5 is Blistering Ice Wave. You don't put that on. And then it has Dark Cyclone Geki, which is bad. But I would say either Flame Lance or Enma Slash. Really up to you. If all your skills are holy, you don't really need Enma Slash unless you want this to be like a pure holy weapon and you're killing Satan or something, you know. But I love this weapon. I really do. I really, really do. So, I don't know if I've gone over all of them yet. Because I said the staff, the bow, the staff, bow, twin, axe, Odachi. The sword is the Gallardios. And the Gallardios is one of the best swords in the game. So we should all go Odachi. No, I'm just an Odachi fanatic. You don't have to go Odachi. Although it's incredibly easy to go Odachi. If you get to the moon, it's literally easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So where's my Gallardios? What the hell? There's the Gallardios. So the Gallardios is a 50 fire, 45 slice weapon. Very good because of that slice. The 50 fire makes it awesome. Like most sword users, what they want to do is they want to go... they want to get a Nova for Blue Fang Blade Nova, double Verdant Storm, and then for fire they'll just use the Gallardios with double Flame Lance, and you know, then they'll put their fire moves on it like Phoenix Slash and stuff like that, and Lunge Step. A lot of people use it just for that Lunge Step. It's pretty cool. It's really up to them. They should make a Blistering Fire Wave for Spear, Twin, and Sword. Yeah? I would be down for that. Like, that's a really good idea, Rinji, and I want to talk about it. But, a Blistering Fire... I want, like, another Blistering move. Like, for Spear, I want a charge move that's not Verdant Storm, but it's just, like, you hold the sword or the spear to your side and you charge, and you do, like, a spin attack, like Legend of Zelda, just a straight-up 360, and it's just, like, the range... like half the range of Blistering, and it's just like Enma Slash, but it's a charge up move, and you just spin with this big aura of either holy or fire or something like that, and you just cut through everything around you. That's what I want. I want a horizontal slice, not a single target, just a horizontal one for Spear, because that's how Spear's moves are in this game. They're all like AoE attacks. I think Spear should get that. But yeah, that's a good topic. I like that. I like what ifs and all that stuff. But Gallardios is a great Lunge Step sword. Some people go Lunge Step, double Lunge Step, Phoenix Slash, or just triple Lunge Step, whatever they want. And then Flame Lance or Thunder Beast. Some people put the double Thunder Beast just because it's the most utility move. Like, it's all that slice from all those moves and all the mobility. They just zip around the level. Like, Thunder Beast, and then they just switch to the other weapon and beat the crap out of something. But Gallardios is one of the best ones. It's like a sword user's wet dream. It was my first veteran weapon as well. What other veteran have I not discussed? So Gallardio, Skyrunning Sword, Baldur Brigandia. I don't have a Baldur Brigandia. It is the Spear Brigandia. Exactly, Velvet. Exactly. It'd be so awesome. But Baldur Brigandia is weird. Baldur Brigandia has 50 lightning, like 40 some impact, SP reduction, extra SP or HP, something like that. I don't have it. I don't actually like it. Just because like the storm is better. There's literally no situation where, because Spear doesn't have impact element at all unless you're using Flame Lance, and it's not even that good. How get your Baldur? No, I didn't get my Baldur yet. I didn't. But the Baldur's like 50 lightning and impact and SP and skill force and stuff, and it's like, I hate the Brigandia ever since I found out about it. I'm like, the Brigandia has impact. We have no impact moves. I hate it. I literally hate it. But I only want the Baldur Brigandia because you need the veteran weapon. You need your veteran weapon to make your El Sin. And that's the whole reason I'm trying to get it, because I'm very close to my El Sin. I have 3 Fallen Crosses. I don't have my recipe yet, but you know, it's going to take me a long time to get my fuse mags anyway, so I'm just trying to get the Baldur out of the way along the alongside I do the Oni dungeons and stuff like that. So Baldur Brigandia is completely bad in my opinion compared to the Storm. Like I just don't see its use at all. Like, it's a lightning weapon. Like, the Storm's a better lightning weapon because it has 60 lightning. It's just straight up better. The L is a better weapon. The El Sin is a better weapon. There's so many lightning weapons, it's not really that important. However, the Baldur Brigandia has its uses. Like, if you're, 113, right, and you don't have your gargoyles yet, or a cross, or you want an extra edge, if you can get your veteran weapon at a lower level, you're going to be OP, like OP'er than your peers, to put that in perspective. So, how do we get these weapons? They're very awesome weapons. I think I've gone over all of them. Let me just double check. Like Bloodsucker, yep. Twin Sword, yep. And the wand. The wand is the Schnitzer Garbog. I want to cover the Schnitzer Garbog before I go over just how to get these weapons. Because, we don't make scripts, and that's how the videos are made. I forget things. So, Schnitzer Garbog is interesting. You get 30% HP when equipping, or SP, I'm sorry. 30% SP, 25% HP. So, pretty good like that. It gives you 15 Vitality as well. And it gives you 10 Wisdom and 15 Wind. So, out of all of the 113 weapons, the Schnitzer Garbog gives you the least amount of element. Only 15 Wind, which means all you put on it is like triple Kamaitachi. Like, that's it. Triple Kamaitachi. And there's no Verdant Storm on wand, so you could maybe put Fujin Raijin, but Fujin Raijin is really bad. It's a horrible Ogi. Hey, Che Hailey, Che? Hi, Che? Chi? I don't know what to say, man. Hi, Hailey. So Schnitzer Garbog's weird. It's something you'd want. Its base power outclasses the other wands, before you get your 115s. But after you get your 115s, unless you want that extra SP and HP and, Vite and Wisdom and all that stuff, it's really the least desirable 113 out of the bunch, in my opinion. Like, I prefer to have the, unless you're wand, obviously, but empirically speaking, I think the Disruptor is better than the Schnitzer Garbog. So if I were to rank the weapons here, I'm 112, no cross. I could do that, or wait for the update, play PS4. Until then, XF. Okay. So, Schnitzer Garbog, I'd say it's like the worst. And then you have the Nebula Disruptor. And then, like, they're all good after that point. Like, those two are just bad. I put the Baldur at the bottom, just because it gets outclassed so easily by your other weapons. It has no other purpose. Then the Bloodsucker, I'd say the Bloodsucker is like the fourth weapon. Like, it's the next one up, because everyone can use a Bloodsucker. It doesn't give you extra mind, which I would like, but it gives you extra dex for no reason. So maybe like an extra cooldown on your moves, but it's not that amazing. And then then you have the Rising Crossbolt, which is amazing. So Rising Crossbolt, then the Axe, then the Galardios, then the Skyraining Sword. That's how I'd rank them. So Skyraining Sword is first, then Galardios, then the Axe, then the Crossbolt, then the Staff, then Spear, Bow, Wand. That's how I'd rank all the 113s. However, if it's for your class and you don't have anything better yet, then obviously it's going to be an amazing, amazing weapon to get. So how do we get them? The reason why I don't have my Baldur Brigandia yet is because they are identified weapons and they're random. So how you craft... You don't craft them either. They're identified weapons. So that's another thing. So if we go to weaponsmithing, how you make them is you need to go to a Kinbei in Tanegashima, and you need to give him a 105 weapon, a crafted 105. So like Bloodsucker, Galardia, something like that. Like, I always use the Bloodsucker because it's the easiest one. But the Bloodsucker, you get a Catechist to 57, very easy weapon. Don't worry about buttons, you just farm it for a couple hours, and if it passes, it passes. If it fails, boo-hoo, it took you 2 hours to get a crap weapon. You know, it's not the end of the world. Take some Quiet Zeal, Lifespan Candles, Fruit of Transience. You get these from Dissolving Mags all the time. Like, I have 63 of them, and I've made 7 of them. It's not bad. Lively Bulb, that's a bit of a bitch. You have to either break down mags or get it in bargains like I do. I have them in bargains, so I've been making Bloodsuckers all the time now. It's why I'm talking about vets, because I'm actually making them. And you need Cursed Blood. You just go to Tanegashima for about a good half hour. You'll get 10 Cursed Blood. And you need a bunch of Miracle Stones. Break down mags. You'll get them no problem. And Dark Stones, same thing. So Bloodsucker is literally the easiest 105 to make. You can make like 2 a day if you had the... lively bulbs for it and stuff like that. Everything else is easily farmable. So Bloodsucker is the #1 easiest one to trade in. And the recipe, you get it in Hibia Sewer Management. It drops very easily. Nowadays anyway, you just kill the frog a couple times, you'll get it. Don't worry about it. And same thing with the normal Garbog. The normal Garbog, you can get it there as well. And Garbog, in my opinion, is one of the easier ones to do as well. A long time ago, Garbog was hell to make, but it's not that bad now. So, to get a Garbog, you need a Brionac to plus 46. And any weapon you don't have... This is like the only vet you don't have to get... Or, not vet, but 105 is the only 105 you have to get where your weapon does not exceed 50. And it's not a crafted weapon either. It's an identifiable weapon. You get it in, like, Kyokotsu's Lair, I believe. It just drops there from the gold weapons and stuff. You just get like 5 or 6 Brionac, you smelt them up. You don't have to worry about them breaking, and you have it. You take some crushed nails. You can get crushed nails really easily in that Tanegashima dungeon with the Cursed Blood. All of them drop crushed nail. 80 will take you less time than it will take you to get the Cursed Blood. Don't worry about that. New Heart, very easy to get. You can go to Pipe 3 or anything like that, and they'll drop some New Hearts. I've actually started collecting them now that I know what they're used for. Withering Spirit, just go to Nether or a dungeon with Reapers like Den of Needles or something like that, and you'll get Withering Spirit, no problem. Spike Collars. Spike Collars is a little tricky, I'll admit, because you have to get it from Cerberus, and you're not going to run 50 ACMs to get like 4 a run. If you're far in the game as I am, like if you're at Lucifer, you can go to Kuro Cave. You get Spike Collars for every Cerberus you kill. And we kill them all the time. Like, if you're fighting Lucifer, you've probably killed 5,000 of the 3 elemental Cerberus from Nether or whatever. They're all there. You have to kill them all to get the Spike Collars. They're very, very easy to get. Like, I can make literally 3 Garbogs right now. Almost. I just got to go get some more. So it's not that big of a worry. And Withering Spirits are even just outside. Like, just the Reapers are right there if you want more. They're right outside the dungeon. And then lastly, you have Spider Silk. Now, Spider Silk is still a bitch. Like, if you're going to go out and... If you don't have the Spider Silk, then don't even think about this. But Things like North mags and the mags needed to make 105s like Cockatoo and Scorpion and Kairagi, all those mags, if you break enough of them down, you're going to get some Spider Silk. And I've probably gotten at least a dozen Spider Silk. Like 12 of these Spider Silk are just from mags. It only takes 10. But if you run a lot of Dew Creek, I run a lot of Dew Creek on Hell and Hard and stuff, and I get Spider Silk every now and again because it's a short dungeon, and the spider just drops Spider Silk every now and again. Like, I can make 2 of them right now. So that's probably going to be the next weapon I build up to get a veteran, and pray it's going to be a Baldur Brigandia. But Garbog is only a good option if you're, on the moon and you're powerful and you're just trying to get your vet and you just have these materials lying around. By all means, do it. I've already traded in one before. So Garbog is a good option, but it's very niche and depends on how far you are in the game. What's the next easiest one? The next easiest one is the Odachi, the air cleaving sword. Its recipe drops off Tengu and it will drop very, very easily. So there it is, the air cleaving sword. For the air cleaving sword, you need a Nodachi, which drops in Kishinden, literally up the hill behind us. You get about, a dozen Nodachis. You smelt them up to 70. Hopefully it passes for you and goes through. Because this weapon has 2 chances to break if you fail, so that kind of sucks. But since it's a weapon you don't have to smith, because the other ones need smith weapons, we don't even talk about them. If you're lucky and if you get smelt up an Odachi, get it to 70. If you want to use a button or not, it's up to you. Depends how much a veteran is worth to you. Get it up there, pretty easy. Then you need 12 Seshuseki fragments, which you can get from breaking down Mocha mags and Warrior's boons and North mags, things like that. I had them in bargains for a long ass time, so I have a lot of them. It's a very good option for me. Tengu's Exhale, you get that from breaking down mags as well. Green Doppelganger Mushroom, I got a bunch yesterday from breaking down those same mags I just said. Diamond Dust, very easy to get. You'll get a lot of it if you run Dragon Arcs and or even some dungeons that have the Narukabe, the red one in it. I don't know where they are, but they're very easy to get once you find them. I think what's that dungeon? Central Koshiden has them, and you can get a lot there. Quiet Zeal, Sato Mine, you just run it a couple times, you'll get them. And Peerless Crest, if you're in Palace of Rain, you'll get a lot of Peerless Crests, but if not, you'll get it from breaking down mags and whatnot, or even ACM, things like that. And then Cutting Stones are very easy to get. Cutting Stones, I've thrown away like 2,000 Cutting Stones. To the Daruma, obviously. So Air Cleaving Sword is the, where is it? I can't talk. So Bloodsucker is the easiest, then the Air Cleaving Sword, and then Garbog. After that, you're not going to want to trade in any other 105 weapons. And this is a long pro tip video, but it's really just discussing the veterans. Now the Disruptor is the bow one. No one in their life should ever trade in a bow, a Disruptor. Disruptor takes like Fruit of Transience, Territory, Chaos Wasabi, Tengu Exhale, Tengu Feather Fan, Gyuki Horn, and a Glazer 1 at plus 45. What's a Glazer 1? A Glazer 1 is a bow, is your juncture bow. You need an Artemis bow at plus 35. Very easy to get. That's easy. Then you need a bunch of wheels, which come from the wheel monsters that aren't the lightning ones. And then Spirit Mirror Shard, Eternal Cloud, Golden Helm Fragments, which suck to farm for anyone, and high grade Toad Oil. Pretty easy to get. They drops from every frog. But this weapon, the Glazer 1, you need to make like 5 or 6 of these and hope they all pass on their way to 50. Then you've done that. Then you have to collect all this other shit to get the Disruptor. It's not worth it. If you're building a Disruptor, you better be bow and save it for your L Sin or your L, because you don't want to worry about that. Like, you don't want to do bow. That's the #1 no-no. Spear is a #1 no-no. Oh my god. Brigandia. If anyone trades in a Brigandia, they're either stupid or have like so much time in their hand. Brigandia needs a plus 45 Geno Buster. A Geno Buster needs like a plus 52 Dane's Elf and a shit ton of stuff. Like, where's the Geno Buster? Like, I hate this. Like, I like the Geno Buster. I had a Geno Buster and I loved it. And then I hate Brigandia though. Like, I literally have a burning passion for Brigandia. I hate it. A burning hatred. So Geno Buster takes like Dane's Elf at 52, so there's a chance to break on it. Then you need like Herculean Boulder, all of Oppenheimer's drops really. Melting Meat, very easy. Then Lively Bulb, you need 1 Lively Bulb and 1 Burning Water. Annoying drops to get. And you have to get like it's just gross. It is literally gross. And some might say, well, the Geno Buster is not that bad to make. It might not be that bad, but the Brigandia, you need this thing at plus 45. You're not making 5 Geno Busters just to throw this weapon away. And once you get to the Brigandia, we need some Darkstones. Not too bad. Lively Bulbs. Fuck me. Hell's Bible? Hell no. News Cry? Whatever. Black Moth Scales? Whatever. Large Skull? A little difficult. That is a somewhat rare drop to get. And Cult of Ghouls? Very easy. But Hell's Bible and Lively Bulb? You can piss off. You can piss off. No one wants to farm Hell's Bible. The only reason I have 14 is because I got them in bargains. Like, it is horrible. Brigandia? Definitely a no-no. Axe is definitely a no-no. Anyway, if you want to see what an Elsin Garment Kiln looks like, I'll show you. Because I got the recipe the other day. So it's really shiny. Oh wow, it's pretty. Okay. So where is this bitch? So the Crimson Moon Hanya. I do that over Half Moon Crimson. I guess, yeah, that's where we're going. So the Half Moon Crimson Hanya. This thing needs a Luna Symphony at plus 45. What's a Lunar Symphony? Luna Symphony needs a Quartz Battle Axe at 55, so another chance to break a weapon. You need Lifespan Candles, 35 Golden Helm Fragments. Like kill yourself, Golden Helm Fragments. That's how many. Then you need some raisins. God, you need raisins? No, never again, never. Fuck. Raisins suck. My God. And then you need Reverse Compass. That's probably the easiest thing, that and Lifespan Candles. That sucks. You need to get this thing to 45. You're not making those. You have to artisan that. God damn. And then the Half Moon Crimson Hanya. Like, you need the Luna Symphony at 45. You need Onigawara, easy drop. Pale Color Thorn, somewhat difficult. Yakumo Template. Hey, Dave. Black Smoke. I just threw away all my Black Smoke because I didn't think I needed it. That's Hades. That's pretty easy to get. Just 30 quick runs. Fruit of Transience is needed as well. And then Skull Remote. You need 15 Skull Remotes? God damn. And then Cult of Ghouls. That's easy. And then Darkstones. Okay. But this thing is actually easier than the Luna Symphony. And you're not going to go through all that work just to make one of these and trade it in. Hell no. If you have a half Crimson Moon Hanya, you're using it to get an L. Because all the L weapons require you to have your 105 built to plus 70. Unless you're swimming in 2,000 artisans, this is not the weapon for you to trade in. God, hell no. Odachi, we went over that. Twin Sword. So, I know only one person who's done the... who has traded in Crossvolts, and that was Suzaku. Because he made 2 of them and traded it in and got a Schnitzer Garbog. I regret you traded one in? Oh my God, Velvet, you're insane. That's retarded. My God. Oh, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying that decision is not advisable in any way possible. So, Crossvolt, what do you need for Crossvolt? You need a plus 55 Giron Sword. So let's look at the Giron Sword. You need a plus 57 Cypher. Fuck. So you have a weapon, 57. Same thing as Catechus, if you want to think about it. It's the same thing as a Catechus to get to Giron Sword. And then you need 95 Shell Fragments, so screw that. Skull Mask, that's pretty easy to get. Pale Colored Thorn, not too bad. Large Skull, that sucks. And then this thing's pretty easy to get. All very easy drops in all actuality. And then the Cross Volt. And then to make that, you need the Giron Sword at plus 55. So the crafted weapon, you have to use buttons on. That sucks dick. And then if you're going to craft 6 or 7 of them, that's retarded. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. You need Armor Territory, Eternal Torch, Bronze Fragment. So if you don't run a lot of ACM, that's another problem. Golden Helms, that sucks. And then Inkstone, Sickle Whetstone, Cutting Stones. Like, no, Crossvolt is just a bad option. You're not trading in a Crossvolt. And then Sword. Lastly, we have Sword. So that's going to bring us to the Galardia, which requires the No Thung. So, No Thung requires Mizukiri Itachi plus 32, Actually, very easy to get, not too bad. Tep extract, easy. Mountain water, pretty easy. Ice stone, very easy. Burning water, pretty easy. Stone dudes are in ACM. Yeah, they are, yeah. The big statues are in floor 60 of ACM. There's 4 of them. I think this is the most you've cursed in one of your videos. Man, like, the reasons I curse is because people will do things that aren't the most economical, and they waste resources and money when there's a better way to do it. And when I imagine doing something like that, it makes me want to curse. So, like, it's like, no, you just don't do it, okay? So, no thung, you get all this stuff, you make it. Cool. What do you need for Galardia? A plus 45 no thung. So, another crafted weapon. You need 5 burning water, Tengu fans, rosaries are easy, that's easy. Inferno stone, not too bad. But the no thung is too much of a bitch, it's not worth it. So, don't trade in a Galardia, don't trade in a Crossvolt, don't trade in a Disruptor, don't trade in a Hanya, don't trade in a Brigandia. The only weapons you should ever trade in for vets is the Odachi, the Staff, and the Wand. And the Wand is only if you're on the moon and you have like affluent access to all those high tier things. But if you're just coming through the game, you're 113, you want to get your vet, Bloodsucker is definitely the way to go if you're in Tanegashima. And the Air Cleaving Sword, if you've made it to at least Oshu, you can get the all the drops from, what's the word, from mags. So there's actually different tiers to where you can do them. So if you're past Tanegashima, then Bloodsucker is the way to go. If you're just in Oshu and you just want to go run the dungeons there, get North Mags and break them down and get all that stuff, then Odachi is the way for you. And if you're on the moon and plus, Garbog's a good option. But ultimately, Staff's the easiest, then Odachi, then only if you have the stuff, it is Wand. That's literally the pro tip I wanted to make today, but I decided to go and explain all of them and go through why and how good they are, etc., etc. And in case I didn't mention it, I think I did, but the 113 weapon, smelted to plus 70, is required to make an Elsin weapon. But hello, Eva, nice to see you this morning. She likes it when I swear, because I get mad. You're a little late to the party, yeah. So, because I think I pulled up an Elsin, but I didn't go over it. I'll just talk about it now. So I have an Elsin in here, the El Galgo Sin. It is a bow. Also, if you hold a sword and then switch to bow, you hold it really weird, because you hold it just like you would a sword and you like twist it and stuff. Yeah, her exams suck, dick. Like, not in a good way. So, to get an L Sin, you need the L version of your weapon at plus 70. Very easy. Most people get it to 100 anyway, because they know it's going to be a long time between the L and getting fuse mags and all that stuff to make the Sin. Then you need your 113 at plus 70. I already have this actually at 170. Then you need your fused mag, and then you need the fused mag of another class. Then you need a bunch of thunderstones and a bunch of lightstones. 5 plumes, 3 falling crosses, ivory gems very easy, obsidian gems very easy. Wandering spirit is a moon drop. You need 3 wandering spirits and 3 elixirs of immortality and 3 winter moon dews. And I think that's universal for all of them. Like, literally all these values are like just, you just change things for other classes. So you need your L at 70, your vet at 70, your fuse mag of another class, and then some stones. And then everything else is just generic. It should be the same. But just to double check, I'm going to go to the Axe Sin again, and I'm going to see what the requirements were. So you need the Wicked Wolf, which isn't that bad. And yeah, it's wandering. It's the same 3 moon drops. So lots of Lacus Mortis, lots of Palace of Rain, and lots of Dew Creek if you ever plan on making a Sin. But that's going to be my pro tip for my 40-minute long pro tip about veteran weapons. That's literally like a class in like high school. They're 40-minute classes. Hi G-Bach. Hi Rose. So veteran weapons, very cool. Very good weapons. Oh, they got a Nova. They're cool. And you get to change color with Sky Slash, and Tsubame Kashi doesn't get rid of it because it doesn't change your color. Just something I noticed, but Sacred Strike will. Yeah. I'm all shiny. So that's going to be it for this pro tip. I have another one I plan to come out pretty soon, so if you guys still want to watch YouTube, I'll have another one in the next 5 minutes. Just going to have a drink of water. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned a lot, and if you want to get your veterans, hopefully now you know the easiest path to take.